This is your grill guy, Jeremy, over here at Backcountry and Beyond. It's Grill Tip Wednesday again. It's a nice morning outside, so I figured what better to do than some breakfast. So I want to share with you one of my favorite breakfast foods to cook on the Traeger. It's real easy. You don't have to really make anything yourself. This is all basically pre-packaged. I got a sausage roll, some breakfast sausage. I've got some bacon. I've got some southern style biscuits. So in case you haven't guessed, we're gonna make some sausage biscuits today. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut off a couple patties off of here. Roughly probably about 1/2 inch each, something like that. I may have chosen the wrong knife for this, but that's okay, we'll get through it. Alright, set that aside. Gotta have some bacon for these biscuits too, of course. Any of you guys that have watched my videos before, you know that we love to use bacon around here. We put it on anything we can figure out that works well with bacon, we'll use it. I'm gonna grab probably about 4 or 5 slices here. I always like to just cut my bacon in half before it goes on the grill. You may already know this if you've been watching the previous videos. Let me get one more glove here. So I can break this bacon apart. Another cut sheet. And a little more space to work. Got some extra fatty bacon this time. This is probably going to fall apart on the grill a little bit. Alright. Now my favorite thing to season with for bacon and sausage for breakfast, I love this coffee rub. You probably already know this if you've been watching the videos previously. I always use this on bacon. It goes really good on sausage too. Really goes good on a lot of different things. So I'm going to season my bacon and my sausage both with the coffee rub. I'm just going to season on one side. I think that's going to be enough for my taste for today. Use as much or as little as you like. That's the great thing about cooking. There's no wrong way to do it. Do it however you want. This is how I want to do mine, so that's how I'm going to do it. I've got my Ironwood 885 preheated to 375 degrees. The bacon and the sausage will go on first because they're going to take a little bit longer to cook than the biscuits will. So we're going to go ahead and throw this on first, and then we'll prep our biscuits. Set at 375. Right now the grill's at 374, so we're right where we need to be. Just gonna toss everything straight on the grill grates. Make sure and leave enough space where I can put my biscuits on. Now the Ironwood 885 does have an upper shelf as well, so I could put some of my meat up there, but I really don't need that extra space right now, so I'm just going to leave that out. that. So we'll let this cook for probably about 5 minutes longer than the biscuits. And in the meantime, we'll go ahead and get the biscuits prepped and ready for the grill. I'm gonna go ahead and set myself a timer here for 5 minutes with the app. Timer set. Now we're ready for the biscuits. Now this may actually be the most difficult part of this whole thing, opening this can of biscuits. If you're anything like me, you always have trouble opening cans of biscuits. It's always a pain. So bear with me here, and let's hope this goes smoothly. You may see me jump. That's normal. That's part of the process. There we go. Biscuits are open. I'm not going to cook this whole pack of biscuits right now because I just don't need that many biscuits. I'm gonna probably do about 4 of them. There's 3. And there's 4. I think that's enough for today. You know what, I'll go ahead and make it 5. You never know, I might have a customer that comes in and wants a sample. So there's 5. Now, one thing that I like to do with my biscuits, obviously this is optional. This just gives a little bit of extra color, a nice little extra kick of flavor. I like to do a little sprinkle of paprika powder right on top of the biscuits. Not a lot, just a tiny little sprinkle. If you haven't tried this, you really should. It's very good. Paprika is really not spicy, it's more of a smoky flavor. Check my timer. Still got just a couple more minutes to go before I'm ready to put the biscuits on the grill. So we'll take just a short break here and we'll come right back to you. Alright guys, so it's been about 6 minutes since I put the bacon and the sausage on the grill. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw the biscuits on. They usually take about 15 minutes. Remember, we're set at 375. That's the great thing about this cook. You can cook everything here at the same temp and it's all gonna get done about the same time. My sausage and my bacon might be done a couple minutes early. I was just about a minute behind getting out here, but that's no problem. Just close the lid, keep the heat rolling, and your biscuits will be done in about 15 minutes. We'll probably check the sausage and the bacon after about 10 minutes. All right, so it's been 10 minutes since I put the biscuits on. I'm gonna take a peek and see how everything's coming along. It's looking pretty good. The biscuits are getting just about done. The bacon is done. I'm gonna pull it off now. Those sausage patties look like they could probably use a couple more minutes. I'm not using a probe on those. I've cooked a lot of sausage on the grill. I can basically eyeball it and tell when it's done. You'll have kind of some clear juices starting to settle on top. If you're using a probe or if you're not sure what to cook it to, ground sausage should be cooked to a minimum of 160 degrees. I like to pull mine off the grill anywhere from 160 to 165. You can see here, there's some of that clear juice I was talking about. That's the smallest patty that I put on there. It's done. I'll go ahead and pull it off. I'll give these other ones a couple more minutes, and the biscuits will probably need just 2 or 3 more minutes. And then we'll be right back out here. I'll just go set this bacon on this cooling rack over some paper towels and let it drain for just a minute while we wait for everything else to finish up. Alright guys, so it's been 5 more minutes now. I'm guessing our biscuits and everything should be done. Typically 15 minutes is all I'll take for biscuits on the grill. Yeah, and those are looking perfect. They got a little bit of a golden brown color on top. They're nice and fluffed up. The sausage is done. You can see the juice starting to rise to the top. So everything's done. Everything's ready to come off the grill. Sausage. Biscuits. Careful, of course, it's hot. Use a hot pad or one of these gloves like I've got. Go ahead and bring this inside. It's really simple, easy to do, guys. Everything basically came out of a package. All I did was sprinkle a little bit extra flavor on, threw it on the grill. Your bacon and your sausage at 375 are going to take roughly 17-20 minutes. The biscuits anywhere from probably 11 to 15 minutes. Alright guys, so the last thing I like to do, and it's important that you do this quickly while your biscuits are still nice and hot. Cut you off a piece of butter and just rub some butter all over the top of these biscuits. I promise you everyone will thank you for it. Everyone will be saying, oh my God, what did you do to these biscuits? Well, I sprinkled some paprika and put some butter on them. It was a ton of work. I mean, it almost killed me. But I'll tell you what, this is what really sets it off and makes it so much better. All right, so that's it for that. Biscuits, bacon, sausage, it all came out of a package. I cooked it on the Traeger at 375. You're talking 20 minutes tops. You're ready to eat. It's gonna be delicious. Let's check out one of these biscuits. It's perfect. Now, if you like your biscuits to rise a little bit taller, you're gonna wanna cook at a lower temp. You're gonna wanna go about 325, and you're gonna have to cook them for a longer time too, maybe up to 25 minutes. I like my biscuits just like this. That's exactly how I'm gonna eat it. There's some sausage on there, some bacon. Perfect. Sausage biscuit on the Traeger. I mean, you could do this in the oven, but that's just boring and it's not gonna taste as good. So get outside, fire up the grill, get to cooking. And we're eating good this morning. All right, so that's it. Sausage biscuits on the Traeger. It's incredibly easy to do. It'll cost you like 10 bucks to buy all this stuff. It'll take you 20 minutes to cook it. Come back and see us next Wednesday for another grill tip video. Check us out on social media, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. We'll have all the tags at the end of the video, just like always. And thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week.